Class 7 Computer Lesson 3 Computer Virus. What is a virus? Virus is a short program like any other software program. So virus is not any kind of insect or any living thing. It is also a software program written by people. It has the ability to replicate, make copy of itself. So virus is made in such a way that software is made in virus software is made in such a way that it can make copy of itself again and again. The virus program is created with the aim of harming computer hardware, software, files stored in computer, and overall functioning of any computer system. So people who are making virus, they make the virus with the aim of harming other people's computer, hardware, software, or the files stored in their computers. So, and all in all, they want to spoil the computer. So this is why people they make virus. Initially, virus was created as a joke to irritate users harmlessly. In the beginning, the virus was created just to trouble people without causing any harm. The first virus was Brain, created by two brothers Basit and Amjad Farooq Alvi to protect their work from piracy. So they had made a software program to protect their work, but instead of protecting their work, it had done some other things and it slowly harmed the computer. Slow. This is the first known virus, and the creators were Basit and Amjad, and they are known as Farooq Alvi brothers. Viruses spread through using storage media, used to transfer data from one computer to another and internet. The storage media like floppy disk, pen drive, etc. So viruses spread through mostly the storage devices that we use to transfer data from one computer to another computer. So we are using floppy disk nowadays. So we are not using floppy disk, but before we used to use. So floppy disk and pen drive are main storage devices that carry virus from one computer to another computer. Another main uh, media from using which computer spread is internet, because people download from internet. So the people who are creating virus, what they do is they put virus in those downloads, and if if you download such programs, softwares which are carrying virus, as soon as it is downloaded, your computer will also be infected with the virus. Types of virus. All the virus has the same objective of causing harm to the computer system, but each virus does it in different ways. According to the ways in which they harm the computer, the viruses are categorized into following types. So all the viruses, they are created with same objective or aim to harm the computer system one way or the other. So these viruses, they are not harming the computer system in same manner, but in different manner. So according to the ways in which they harm the computer, they are categorized into following types. Number one is boot sector virus. As the name suggests, this virus installs itself in the boot sector of a hard disk, CD, or pen drive. This virus becomes active as soon as these devices are activated. This virus damages programs and files, encrypt data, and cause the system to crash. Example of these viruses are disk killer, stone virus killer. So boot sector virus, boot sector is the starting part of the uh, any device, and whenever we start any of these devices, first the boot sector starts. So these viruses, they get into boot sector of these devices like hard disk, CD, or pen drive, and as soon as you start using them, the virus also gets activated, and these viruses cause damage to programs, that is softwares and files, encrypt data, that means change data, cause system to crash. They can even crash the system. Then you'll have to uh, put the window, install the window again. You'll have to format the hard disk. All your data will be destroyed. Example of boot sector virus are disk killer and stone virus. There are many others. Second, program file virus. Program file virus is specifically designed to attack application programs. It embeds itself into the .exe files. They can become more dangerous if they hide in boot sector boot sector virus or worm within them. Example, Sunday and Cascade. So program file virus, they are specially designed to bring harm to the application programs. Okay, application programs like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and like this, so many softwares are there, application softwares. So these virus, program file virus, they attack these application softwares, and if they are carrying boot sector virus or worm in them, then they become more dangerous and cause more harm to the computer. So it, when it enters the computer, it connects itself or embeds itself into .exe file. Okay, .exe file is the starting file of the any software. So with .exe files only the programs will start. So if they get attached to that .exe files, then it will have it will cause problem to that application software. Example of uh, program file virus are Sunday and Cascade. Number 3, polymorphic virus. This virus can take different forms in different systems. Thus, it is difficult to detect and remove. Example, Phoenix and Evil. Now, polymorphic virus, they take different forms. That means in one computer, it will look or it will affect different part of the computer. In another system, in another computer, it will look different and it will harm the other parts of the computer. So because of this reason that it takes different forms, it is very difficult to detect it and remove it from the system. Examples of polymorphic virus are Phoenix and Evil. Fourth one is overwrite virus. This virus attaches itself to a file or a software and delete all its content. To remove this virus, we have to delete the file and lose all work done in that file. Example, TRJ reboot and Trivial 88. D. So overwrite virus, it attaches itself to softwares or files, and even if you have done so much work in the file, you will have to delete that file. Unless and until you delete that file, that this virus, overwrite virus, will not leave your computer. So in order to, if this virus comes in system, in order to remove this virus, you have to delete the files in which this virus is attached. So whatever work you have done in that file, maybe 5-6 days you are typing in that file, and after that this virus came, but still you'll have to lose all the work that you have done in that file. Next one, space filler virus. This virus enters the files and writes itself into the empty spaces found all over the file and infect the file. Example, CIH and LAHI. Now, this virus, space filler virus, it has the ability to replicate. That means this virus enters a file and then search for empty spaces. And wherever empty spaces is there, it will create a copy of itself and fill the space. So it will keep on copying and making a copy of itself until and unless all the empty space is full. And when it is in any file, that if it fills the empty spaces in file, the file will not be able to work normally. It will uh, cause problem to the file, and so it will be like the file will not work properly, it will not open properly. So all these problems will appear. Examples are CIH and LAHI. Next one is multipartite virus. This virus spreads and infects the computer in different ways. Example, this virus could infect both boot sector and as well as .exe files. Example, Ghostball and Invader. Now, this virus infects computer in different ways. Sometimes it can go to boot sector, and sometimes it can also attack the program files. So this virus also is very dangerous because if it enters your system, it will it can attack the boot sector or it can attack the program files. So examples of multipartite virus are Ghostball and Invader. Next one is macro virus. This virus is designed to infect macros and run every time in the macro when the macro executes. Example, nuclear Melissa worm. Now, there are some application softwares that provide this feature of macro. In macro, there are sometimes uh, some actions that you need to take every time you open its files. Now, for example, if I am typing letters for office, for school, I have to or notice or anything I'm making in school like timetable or anything, I have to write on top every time Seventh-day Adventist Inter College Bahraich. So this work I can just make a macro, and when I make a macro, I just have to press a key. I have to make a shortcut for that macro, and I have to press the key combination, and automatically that macro will start and type the school name and address automatically. So I'll just save the macro and keep, and every time I'll use that computer, office computer, I just have to press the shortcut key and immediately that name will be and address will be typed. So it will make my work easier. But these macro virus, they are designed to attack such macros if you create in your system. So every time if this macro virus get attached to the macro that I have created, then every time I will run the macro, it will cause harm to the computer. That means when I will run the macro, this macro virus also will start working. This also will get activated and this also will start attacking the computer. Example of macro virus are nuclear and Melissa worm. These examples are just the few names, but there are many more viruses of such kind. Preventing virus attacks. How to prevent virus attacks? To decrease the chances of virus attacking your system, use these guidelines. So you must follow these guidelines if you want. If you can uh, use these guidelines, and you have better chance of keeping safe from virus. So you everyone should follow these guidelines to prevent virus from attacking your computer. Never open a mail, especially with attachments from an unknown person or a site. So the spreading of virus through internet, one of the easiest method was or is using the email. Okay, so email also can carry virus if they have attachments. So it is better that if any unknown person has sent you an email and it has an attachment, then you should not open it unless and until you confirm that this person is not uh, what you can say is not going to send you some virus. Okay, so you must make sure that you know the person from whom the email has come, and then only you must open. Now sometimes when we are surfing internet, we sometimes type our email. So if any site, if you are putting on website, you are putting an email ID or address, then it will start sending you emails. Now there are sites that copy these email addresses from such sites and they send attachments of viruses automatically. Okay, they are designed in such a way that they will just get the email address and they'll start sending emails with attachments that might carry virus. So you have to be very careful when you're using emails. Always scan the pen drive before use. Now, if you have a computer at home, then your friends must be coming to your home with pen drive. They might be bringing some software, or they want to take some games from you or some other files. So when you're using somebody's pen drive in your system, you must make sure that you are scanning the pen drive. Not only other people's pen drive, your own personal pen drive also you should scan, because nowadays pen drive is also uh, a media to transfer virus. So if by mistake you have put pen drive in a system uh, which is already infected with virus and you bring home, and without scanning, if you attach that pen drive to your system and use it, there are chances that the pen drive must be carrying a virus, and as soon as you start using pen drive, it will be that virus will enter your system and infect it. So it is better that you should scan the pen drive with the antivirus first and then use it. Do not download from untrusted sites. Now there are download sites or websites from where you can download different softwares, games, movies. So these, when you are putting an antivirus, it will show you which sites are, or which website is trusted or trustworthy. So if trusted sites are there, then only you should download. You should not download from untrusted sites. The sites in the ribbon, message will come at the top, untrusted site or a trusted site. If it is untrusted, then no need to take chance of downloading from that site, because downloads may carry virus. Do not do sorry, one word is missing. Do not let other people use your system, and you have to be careful when you have your own system. That you should take care of it, so that it is better that you should not allow anybody else to use your system, because there are chances they might uh, put virus in your system. Maybe they will download something from untrusted site. Maybe they will open their own email account and they will check their email, and suddenly they will open infected email. So you have to be very careful when you have your own system, that other people should use it or not. So if you have a trustworthy friend who will not do any such mistakes, or who doesn't want to harm you, so for those friends you can give. But if you don't uh, have very good friend, some stranger is coming, or some strange person is telling that I'll use the system for 1 minute or 2 minutes, I want to just check my email, don't let them use. Okay, so don't, they might do something or use something that is infected, and your system will get virus. Use antivirus software and keep it updated. Now, the best ways of preventing virus attack is to install antivirus software in your computer and update that software, so that if any new virus appears, it will be able to detect it and remove it. So these are some of the ways in which you can prevent virus attacks. Managing virus attacks. How can you identify that your system has been infected by a virus? So now, how can you tell that your system is infected? There are some symptoms that shows that a system is infected. Now we are going to study the symptoms that will show, or that will indicate, that system is infected with a virus. Okay, so what problems occur that shows that the system is infected by a virus? Slow speed. If your system takes longer time than normal to start or shut down, opens all software very slowly, then it might be infected with virus. So speed. We use computer for mainly for its speed, because it does the work very fast. But if virus enters the system, then it creates problem for the system and make it slow. If the system speed has become slow than normal, then you must scan your system with the antivirus, so that it will search and remove the virus. So speed, if it becomes slow, then it is a symptom that virus has infected the system. Very active hard disk. Hard disk seems to be working much more actively than required by the task you are performing on system, indicates virus infection. Now, uh, if you have used desktop computers or you have desktop computers, when you're using it, you can hear the hard disk sound, but not so loudly, very slowly, like scratch sounds. And in some CPU, there is a green light or any other light, that any other color light that will blink when you are using the system, showing that the hard disk is working. But if your system is infected, then your hard disk sound will come more. That maybe it will, you are just reading something on the internet, means you are not using the hard disk. But still, because of virus, it will make the hard disk work more, and it will, the sound will come more. That's that will show that the hard disk is working more. Or that light blinking, it will blink very fast, showing that hard disk is very busy. So in such cases, there are chances of a virus infection. Internet connection. If your internet connection is very busy, even if you are just reading an article on a website, it could be a virus that is using your internet. So if you have taken an internet connection for your system and you're using internet but not uh, downloading anything from the internet, just surfing the internet or reading some article on the internet, and but the internet connection will be slow. It will show that it is very busy, and when you are using the internet, it it is very slow to load, or whatever website you are loading, they will take time. And this, if you check the connection, it will show that that internet connection is very busy. So in such cases, it is a virus who is using your internet connection and using up your data. Sudden freezing of applications. Sudden freezing or shutdown of applications while you are working on it shows that your system is infected by virus. Now, sometimes when virus comes, the application programs you're using suddenly freeze. Okay, that means hangs. It will stop responding to your instructions, and you will not be able to do anything on it. So you will have to close it and restart it. Or sometimes when you are working on the application, you did not close it, but suddenly by itself it will stop working and close. So in such cases also, such cases also indicate that your system is infected by virus. Unnecessary pop-ups on the screen. Sometimes you start getting unnecessary pop-ups on screen while you are working. This is due to virus infection. Now, pop-ups are small windows or small windows that with message that just come up on the screen. So these pop-ups appear as ads or uh, advertisement of something or a website. So these pop-ups also can be for message. So these pop-ups keep on appearing when you're working, and it's very irritating also. And you close it and again it will come. So when such condition is there, it also indicates that virus is there in the computer. So if this is happening in your computer or system, then you must scan your system. Missing files. If files are missing without your knowledge, it could be due to virus. Okay, so some viruses, they create problems for the files, they attack the files. So if system is infected with virus, then files will start getting deleted by themselves. Okay, and you will not know about it. And when the time comes when you want to use that file, then you will not find it on the system. This is all because of virus. Full hard disk. Virus replicate themselves and fill empty space of a hard disk. So your hard disk space is used up more than your files should take it. It is due to virus. Now sometimes what happens when the virus infects your system. Now if you have a hard disk that is 500 GB size storage space, so you have used up only maybe 200 GB, and still 300 GB is free. Okay, and now your friend has called you and he gives you a game, and when you bring that game to your system in pen drive and you try to install it, there will be a message that low disk space or hard disk is full. In that condition, you must immediately check your system because it is infected with virus, because virus fills up the empty spaces in the hard disk. So there are 100% chances that in such condition you must uh, try to remove the virus from your system using antivirus or taking the help of some expert. Unwanted email to contacts. Many virus takes control of your email and send emails with attachments to your contacts. Now this is also this virus also is very harmful, because what it does is it sends emails to the all the contacts that are in your contact list with attachment, and in attachment there will be a copy of itself, or it might carry something else, some other kind of virus, and this virus keeps on sending. It is not like it once it is sent. Whenever you will put on your system, it will send some emails to somebody. As soon as it gets activated, it will send emails to your contacts, and they might also get, their system might also get infected if they receive such emails. Harm caused by virus. Virus can harm your computer system in many ways. Make your system slow and decrease its uh, the overall performance. Now, these are some of the ways in which virus can harm our system. So first one is that system can become slow, and whatever performance it was giving before the virus, now it has, the performance has fallen down. That means it is not performing or not working at as fast as it used to do before it was infected. So virus can make your system slow. Files are deleted or contents overwritten. Files can be missing from your system if it is infected with virus. So virus, they delete files, and some virus, they overwrite them. That means you have typed an essay and saved a file, but again if you'll open next day, the essay will not be there, but some other language data will be there that you will not be able to understand. So virus can cause harm to your files. hardware attached to the system behave abnormally or even crash. So some viruses they attack the hardware attached to the system. So if when maybe we can take an example of printer, you have not given a command and suddenly it will print something, then it is not behaving normally. Or when you give print, it is not printing what uh, document you have document you want to print. So these hardware when they start behaving abnormally, this is due to virus. So virus can spoil your hardware that you have attached to your system and they start behaving abnormally. Virus can use all of your data without your knowledge. Some viruses sometimes they finish up data. Today you must have not used internet on your system, but in the evening when you are sitting and you want to use the internet, suddenly you will see that already your today's data pack is over or it has used, but nobody has used your system, and when you start your computer you will see that it has used up so much of data. So these viruses can use up data of internet without anybody's knowledge. Sensitive information like bank details, personal details, browsing habits, etc. can get stolen from your system. So the spyware they work in this manner only. They steal the details, the personal details, personal information that you have in your computer. If you're you if you are operating your bank account through your system, then if it gets infected, your personal details can be stolen or they can be copied by somebody else using the spyware virus. So virus can steal your personal details, bank details, or how you're browsing, what things you're browsing every day. These details it can steal. Antivirus. Antivirus is a software that is used to detect and remove virus from a system. It can monitor the computer system, incoming data from internet, external storage devices like pen drive and email attachments for virus attacks. If it detects a virus threat, it warns you. Now, antivirus is a software that is designed to detect or find out virus and then remove them from your system. So in the antivirus can also monitor your system. That means whenever your system is on, the antivirus is on in the background. Even if you don't, if you have not personally put it on or started, automatically they are made in such a way that as soon as the system gets started, they also start working and they monitor the system, whatever work you are doing, whatever data you are downloading from internet, or if any external storage device you have attached to them, they will be seeing everything. And if there is a threat of virus, means if it feels that virus is there in any download or any pen drive you have attached or any email that you are opening, it will immediately give a message or warning and you can then stop using or downloading or viewing the email. So this is how antivirus help us. How to choose an antivirus? So when you are buying an antivirus for your system, you must keep the following things in your mind. You should check the following features before buying a software. Interface. It should be easy to understand and use. You must make sure that any software or antivirus that you're buying should have easy interface. That means whatever instruction that you have to give, or whatever, if you want to use it, so everything should be clear on the uh, when you use it. It is not like that you want to scan the system, but there are no clear instructions where you have to click, what you have to do. So that interface face is not good. It should have easy interface that you can easily understand, and then you can use the antivirus. Resources required. It should not be it should not use lots of computer resources, otherwise system becomes slow. There are many antivirus uh, that use up lots of resources. So that is memory, especially memory, computer memory. If they are using lots of resources, they make the computers slow. So you must make sure that before buying, you must read the instructions or what guidelines, whatever is given there in uh, about that software or antivirus, that how much memory it is using, how much resources it is using. So you must keep in mind this also. Price. If your system is prone to frequent and deep virus attacks, you must buy a premium antivirus. If not, then you can use free antivirus. Now, how much to spend on the antivirus? If your system is not under attack, or it is uh, you don't use internet on your system, you don't connect pen drive, anybody's pen drive to your system, then you have very less chances of getting attacked or virus infecting your system. So in that case, you can use free antivirus that are available, but you won't be able to update if you are not using internet. Now, if you are using internet and if you are uh, connecting pen drives or external hard disk of other person to your system regularly or frequently, then you must buy a premium antivirus that is uh, available, so that your system does not get infected with virus. So you must keep in mind all these things when you have a system, so that your system does not get infected with virus. An antivirus must be regularly updated. Now, this is very important, that the antivirus you have installed in your system must be updated regularly. Okay. Now, why to do so? There are chances that today you have updated and tomorrow somebody has created a new virus, and your antivirus will not be able to stop it, because it was it doesn't have the uh, proper instructions or files to stop a new virus. So you must keep on updating, so you get updated files to stop new viruses. So if you have a system and you have an antivirus, you must make sure that your antivirus is updated regularly. List of most popular antivirus for Windows system. First category is paid antivirus. You have to pay to use these antivirus. First one is Norton Security Premium and Symantec Antivirus. The next category is both free and paid version. Now, these type of antivirus, if it is free, then you will not be able to use all the features, or there will be less features in that antivirus software. But if you buy the paid version, then you'll be able to use all the features, or you'll be getting the antivirus with all features already available in it. Some of the examples are AVG Internet Security, Avira Antivirus, Avast antivirus. The next category is free antivirus. Kaspersky free antivirus. Now these antivirus are free. Anybody can just download it and from net or can buy from a sorry you can take from somebody and use it in your system. Panda antivirus. Now McAfee antivirus is paid antivirus, but you can take free 30 days trial. Now McAfee has 30 days trial period. You can use it for 30 days for free, and then if you like it and you want to use it more, then you'll have to purchase it. After 30 days, the free trial time will be over, and then you have to purchase it or uninstall it. Different forms of virus attack. We'll discuss some of the most popular virus attacks. Malware. Malware is a short form of malicious software. Any software created intentionally to harm the user and his or her computer system is called a malicious software. Virus is a specific type of malware. Now, any software that is created to harm other people or their system is called malicious software. And short form of malicious software is malware. From malicious, they have taken MAL, and from software, they have taken WARE. So it has become malware. Now, virus is a specific type of malware. That means they are created intentionally to harm other people's computer systems. Worm. Worm is a malware that makes copies of itself and spreads to the other computer system. Unlike virus, worm does not need host software to spread. It can install itself on any system on their own and spread mostly using internet. Examples: I love you and MS Blast. So first uh, virus attack that we are going to study is worm. So worm is a malware that copies itself and make copies of itself again and again and spreads to other systems also. And worm does not need a host software. That means it does not need any file or software to travel or to transfer from one place to other. It can by itself, it can install itself and spread in the computer systems, and it is mostly using internet to spread itself. Examples are there given there: MS Blast and I love you. Spyware. It is malware designed to gain unauthorized access to your system, monitor your activities, and steal sensitive information. Examples are website cookies and adware and keyloggers. So spyware is a malware that when it infects your system, it starts stealing your information that are important and like bank details and all these information it will steal from your system, and whoever has uh, created that software will be getting those informations, or those who have sent that spyware. Examples are website cookies, adware, and keyloggers. Trojan horse. It is malware that hides a worm or virus inside. It enters the computer system as friendly program and spreads a virus or worm to the computer. Example: Trojan, Voodoo. So Trojan horse hides a virus or worm inside it and enters the system as friendly software, but when you install it, it will install the virus or worm in your system will be infected. So example of Trojan horses: Trojan Voodoo. Virus Sweeper. It is a virus that disguises itself as antivirus. When users click their ad or download them, the virus installs itself on the system. Example, Antivirus 2009 Vista Antivirus. Now, Virus Sweeper is disguised in the form of antivirus. That means you download it or copy it thinking that it is an antivirus, but in reality it is a virus. And if you click their ads or download them, the virus also get installed in your system and will cause problem to your system. An example of these viruses are Antivirus 2009 and Vista Antivirus.